Hey YouTube! So really quick, while I still had the tripod and lights set up, I'm going to go ahead and knock out my book review video that I am finally ready to make. And that is going to be on the Holistic Tarot. When I was really starting to get into TarotTube, I was hearing from almost everyone that they either had 78 degrees of tarot or Holistic Tarot or both. Sorry, kitten just hit the thing. And apparently, the general consensus is that almost every tarot reader has one or both of those books. And I set out to find out if this was anything really worth doing, so that any of you who are new to tarot that maybe have come to me to learn or have stumbled on me while learning, if you haven't spent your money on those books and I didn't think they were good, perhaps I could help save you from wasting your money. I did a review on the 78 Degrees of Wisdom, and that is in the book review playlist right on my channel. And I did mention how I was really thinking I was going to love that book, and I really thought that it was going to be an amazing read. And instead I found that it was very wordy. There was a lot said for a little bit of knowledge to be gained from, and I feel like it rambles a lot. It's not that I don't like it. I did still give it a good rating, but it was very easy to kind of feel the droning. And I love to read. That is very, very rare for me to get that feeling about anything, but I got it with that book. Now this book, The Holistic Tarot, when I first sampled it, when you buy it on Amazon, you get a sample that you can pick up on Kindle while you wait. And I have the Kindle app on my phone. So when I first sampled it, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to hate this book because she's so hard on about not... Psst, get off the cord. Get off my cord. Somebody wants to be bad. Sorry. As I was saying, she's so hard on about no divination of the future, and this isn't future telling and fortune telling, and I almost felt like I was going to hate it because of that. As soon as I let her go, she was right back on the cord. So anyway, I actually found quite the opposite. It was a little irritating that she kept nagging about fortune telling, but once you get past the nagging, there was actually quite a lot of information in here. This is the first tarot book out of all of the books that I have read so far. Out of the Ultimate Guide, out of the Kitchen Table Tarot. The Ultimate Guide I did take a little bit out of from my notebook, but this is the only one that I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. Out of the 4 books, this was it. I had my hand so sore from writing that it was ridiculous. I learned new spreads. I learned new methods of things like finding your essence card and things like an I Ching type spread. I mean, there was just so much in here that I could not even ever have thought it would have caught my attention in the way that it did. Like, it amazed me. And I gave it 5 stars, and I would give it 10 if I could. I was taken so far back, because I got that opinion in my brain, and I really just thought that I was going to hate it, and I was so wrong. And I still stick by the Ultimate Guide to Tarot if you can afford nothing else. However, if you can afford only 2 books, I would still do the Ultimate Guide and this. This book is definitely worth the money. There is so much in here. Like, there's even a guide here in the back. Let me get to it because there's a whole lot of notes. It was the astrological. Like, everybody talks about the astrology ties to tarot, but nobody ever really lists it in a way that you can use. But boom, was that. I have it for the major arcana. I have the planetary and astrological symbols. Like, everything I thought about this book was wrong. And I'm so happy to be able to say that. Like, this was expensive. It's one of the most expensive books that I collected so far, and it was definitely worth it. I could ramble on and on and on and on, but I'm not going to, because I have a naughty kitten who wants to just keep playing with this wire. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. But definitely check this book out. If you don't have the money to buy it, maybe see if you can get it through your local library, or if you know someone who has it, because it's definitely worth reading. And I've read all of this in about 11 days. So it's really not it's not going to take as long as you think. And I mean, I lagged. I could have read it a lot faster, but I had so many days I just ignored it. So don't be intimidated by the size of it. Don't be intimidated by the content. It is amazing. There are hell spreads in there. I've learned at least 5 new ones that I'm definitely going to use every day, or in the everyday, I should say. So definitely worth your money, worth the time to read it. 5 stars. So glad that it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I hope that more people get this book and learn the things that I've learned. Like, she even talks about starting your own business, and that's not something I've seen covered in such detail anywhere else. So definitely pick it up. I'll have a link in the bio, or the description. I'm used to saying bio for TikTok, but I'll have a link in the description where you can pick it up right from Amazon. I don't get anything from that link. It's just to make it easier for you. So check it out if you're interested. And yeah, I still have another reading to get to, and I have general readings coming, so expect a lot of content this week, especially now that I have this tripod and light. Like, things are going to get rocking. We are going to spiritually glow up together this year, y'all. Let's do this. Rate, comment, subscribe. Click that little bell right next to the subscription button so you know whenever I upload a new video. And keep an eye out. I do have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Check the description for the links. And yeah, you'll see the cards of the day and all that kind of stuff there, and updates and things that obviously don't see on YouTube. So it's definitely worth it. I will talk to you all again really soon. Bye-bye, y'all.